What's up, DBs? Coach D Magic here, former D1 defensive back. We're here to talk about some off-man coverage, off-man tips. Make sure you go to thedbnetwork.com if you want drills to practice your off-man. I talk about this in our DB Mastery program. There are two ways to play off-man, I would say. And we're talking about cover one. You can play this way in quarters as well. But I'm just going to talk about cover one because things change for a lot of coaches and DB's perspectives. Now, in off man, you can do one of two things. You can read the quarterback. So you see how the DB's eyes, right? I know it's a little maybe blurry or fuzzy, but you see how the DB's eyes are inside? You can read the quarterback. You see on the snap. Okay, the ball has been snapped. He sees the quarterback catch the ball, and his eyes are still looking at the quarterback. Okay, it's not till now that he turns his head. Or you can do it the way I was taught and the way I've always played until I learned, learned how to do it, which is it's man to man. Keep your eyes on your man. It's man to man. Keep your eyes on your man. There's two different philosophies, and I've done a video where it's kind of tough to see, like, is he just watching for the snap of the ball or is he watching the quarterback's drop? So what are we looking at? And I posted a video on this. I'll put the link in there. He's looking for 3-step. All right. 3-step usually means that you're going to get shorter, quicker routes. All right. So for instance, imagine yourself being a quarterback, or imagine a quarterback. If I want to throw a slant, all right, or let's say this. Well, yeah, if I want to throw a slant, am I going to take a deep drop? Because that slant's already going to be broken off that third step. 1, 2, 3. That slant's already should be breaking right now. All right. And you see how the quarterback's not set and he's not ready to throw the ball. All right. It's just now that he's getting his feet set and he's ready to throw the ball. So that slant would be long gone by now. If I did want to throw that slant, my feet would I would catch the ball right away. I would get my feet set right now, and the ball would be up high because you can't throw the ball when it's at your waist. All right. And my eyes would be on the receiver. The quarterback's looking in the middle of the field. So as a DB in the NFL and at the higher levels, at the elite levels, all right, if that ball is low, if that quarterback's eyes are in the middle of the field, because a good quarterback coach is not going to let you have sloppy footwork, sloppy eyes, just because it's one-on-ones, right? So we're always looking at the safeties, right? We're always trying to look at the safeties, 2 high, 1 high, right? So even in one-on-ones, they're practicing this, which is going to help us. As a corner, this is what we're looking at as well. So as we're getting into our read steps, all right, read steps, slow steps. It could be a scooch step. It could just be a slow walkout. As we're getting into our read step, if that ball is low at his waist, all right, he's not in it. His eyes aren't to the receiver. He's not setting his feet right away. It's not quick game. So now we're thinking level 2, level 3. Level 2, dig, curl, come back. Level 3, right, post, deeper routes, right? So as we get into our back pedal, now we're backpedaling knowing that that break window isn't going to be, depending on your quarterback's arm, right? The NFL is one level. Guys watching this are probably at the high school or below level, right? Like your routes are going to be shorter, right? So for instance, a comeback in the NFL could be 18 yards. A comeback in high school could be 10 yards. A comeback in middle school could be 8 yards, right? But now we're backpedaling into that level 2 window. Now we can stay smooth in our backpedal and tempo the receiver, knowing that we don't have to be quick here. Okay, so now, I'm still talking about like reading the quarterback because there's a different way to do it if you're just looking at the receiver. Because you're going off of like down and distance, field position, body language, right? So, or tempo of the receiver, speed of the receiver. So as we get into our back pedal, you notice how the receiver, all right, isn't flying out of there. So if he's not flying out of there, if he's not trying to get on our toes, as a receiver coach will say, all right, it usually means he's not trying to go deep. So we know that it's not quick game by looking at the quarterback. And based on his tempo, we know that he's not trying to go deep because we've been in our back pedal for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 10 yards, and he has not gotten on our toes. He has not broken our cushion, right? Our cushion is 3 yards as you get to faster receivers. We're 10 yards down the field. We're 10 yards down the field in our back pedal, and he still has not broken that 3-yard cushion. So we know intermediate, right? So no 3-step. So we're not thinking level 1 or short, okay? And the speed's telling us he's not trying to burn deep. So we can sit in that cushion window right here. So now we know it's level 2. Again, dig, out route. Based on the split, it could be an out route. I don't know, curl, what have you, right? So that's what allows us to sit on this, right, and make a play on the ball.
What's up, DB Network? Coach D Magic here, former D1 defensive back. This video is brought to you by VIX. As an athlete, I always like to feel loose. I always like to feel comfortable. My 2 favorite products are the compression pants and the grip socks. It doesn't matter what brand of cleat you're wearing. If you have these socks on, you're gonna feel one with your cleat, one with the ground, and I guarantee you're gonna feel quicker, and your brakes are gonna be quicker as well. The compression pants, I wear these everywhere. I wear them to the gym, I wear them in practice, I wear them to the grocery store. You're gonna feel faster, you're gonna feel quicker, and you're gonna be a better athlete. Make sure you go to VIX. We'll leave the link in the description.
Now, if we're not reading the quarterback, let's talk about stance, distance, right? He's 7 yards off. You want to be 7 yards off. Their dividers are different. So dividers is like based on where the ball is and the receiver lines up is where our leverage is, where we align leverage wise. So their dividers are the bottom of the numbers. So if he's on the bottom of the numbers, you're going to be outside leverage. Let's imagine we're not reading 3-step, right? So we're taking our read step, okay? Taking our 3 read steps. We're tempoing the speed of the receiver initially. So as we tempo the speed of the receiver, we know 3 yards. If he gets 3 yards, we're going to start to open, or 2 yards if he's not that fast, if he's not a threat like a tight end, but we're going to stay square in our back pedal. All right. And then watch what the receiver does. You see, once he gets 5 yards, watch how he starts to raise his pads. Now he's standing straight up, right? He's not trying to get on our toes. He's actually raising his pad level. That's a sign that a break is coming. It's not the only sign, right? But it is a sign. Now, once he raises his pad level, watch how many steps he takes. Watch how many small choppy steps he takes. See all those choppy steps, right? He had long strides. Now watch his strides. See how they're right. He's not striding anymore, straight up and down. He's chopping his steps, right? Now we know the break's coming. So again, if we're not reading 3-step, if we don't have any down and distance, right, to our advantage, okay, this is a way that we can start to get a clue on what's about to happen, right? So we have our eyes on our receiver. This is just purely a man read here. We're not reading the quarterback, all right? We're tempering our speed. Okay, we're starting to get, we know when he gets 3 yards, we open. All right, if he's not fast, we're not fast. He starts to raise his pad level up. That's a sign that the break could be coming. Starts to chop his steps. Oh yeah, definitely a sign that the break's coming. And again, he has not gotten on our heels. He has not gotten 3 yards into our cushion, 2 to 3 yards on our cushion. We should stay square. We should start tempoing down. All right, we can trust that the break is coming. This is an intermediate route. And he does a good job of finishing at the upfield shoulder, the high shoulder. All right, so I hope you guys learned something. Make sure you go to thedbnetwork.com. I'll put the link on a video I uploaded about another coach talking about how to read 3-step if I wasn't more clear. But I know that I was always kind of coached to not look at the quarterback, just read the receiver, right? I will say this is a high-level skill, but in OffMan, it can get kind of tricky at the younger level, especially when like quarterbacks' footwork isn't always going to be the most consistent. And everybody's 3-step looks different, right? So I'll put the link in the description. Make sure you go to thedbnetwork.com if you want OffMan drills to help you be elite.